Home sales are soaring in Riverside County. February sales rose by nearly 6% compared to February 2011. KMIR-6's Angela Monroe finds out if this trend held true for the Valley area too. Angela.
Well, Elizabeth, good news for the desert. Real estate experts say the slow, steady recovery appears to be here to stay and see other positive signs for a growing local economy and housing market. Here in the desert, more signs say sold, pointing to a slow recovery in the market.
One great measure of that is over the past several months, the number of distressed sales, bank-owned sales and short sales where sellers are selling the house for less than they owe on it. Those sales are going down as a percentage of the whole.
The executive director with the California Desert Association of Realtors says that means a healthier housing market with more fair market value sales. Looking at the association's local numbers, you can see the percentage of short sales was 48% this year, much better than last year's 56%. The selling price remained about the same. Economist Kevin Cochran says last month's multi-billion-dollar settlement by 5 banks also played a role in February's home sales.
And you see that about a third of all the homes that were sold were cash purchases. It tells me that the settlement reached in this robo-signing case has really freed up a lot of home inventory that banks were holding back until they could settle that case.
Another reason for more sales? Officials say the extra day because of the leap year. But there was another good sign to economists.
The fact that a third of these purchases were done with cash tells me that there's a lot of investors and people sitting on the sidelines that are coming back into the market now because they didn't require financing. So as a consequence, it tells me people are a little more optimistic.
The housing market has been tough in the valley for over half a decade, but optimism in sales may be on the rebound.
But if you notice, just driving down the streets during this winter, there are more cars on the streets, there are more events in towns, there are more weekends when the hotels are full, the restaurants are full. So this is I think it's going to show, in hindsight, when we get to add up all the numbers together, to have been a very solid and productive season for this desert.
And the Desert Association of Realtors executive director told me if anything will slow down the market, it's election season. He says we always see people stop buying and wait to see who wins. Gino, back to you.